Time is so precious, and that's why I thought in this video, part 3 of the black pines restyling and repotting video, I just cut to the chase and get it done. That way it saves you time watching the video. But of course, if you want to watch it, keep watching.
Bags are packed, are you ready to go? This time tomorrow we'll be on the road, riding with you into sunnier days. I wouldn't want it any other way.
Oh, I love the smell of pines. Well, actually, it's the mycorrhiza in this case, not really the pine tree. This lovely creamy white fungus we've got here, which helps the trees grow. It should smell like fresh mushrooms. It shouldn't smell sort of stagnant-y, and it should be a nice bright colour, not dark and grey or blackish. Oh, that's lovely.
Taking the good with the ups and downs. I wanna see how the world turns round. Let's go adventure in the deep blue sea. Home is with you wherever that may be. Home is with you wherever that may be. Home is with you wherever that may be.
As you can see, decided to go for a much bigger pot. This is a pot which I've had for many years, and I've used different trees in it, and like always you end up with a stack of pots. I wouldn't say it's the right pot, but it will certainly do for now. Plenty of space for the pine to get its new roots out, to help all those lovely little shoots and branches get growing over the next few years. With a lot more space in the pot, that gives us room to reposition the tree to make sure we get the correct viewing angle, but also we can push the tree to the far end, which allows for the tree as it comes up and goes over to fill out the space of this pot. So the two are balanced up. Plenty of space in the pot here, and the canopy overhangs it. got the main shape sorted now, these branches are now all flowing in the right way, and I really like this one and this one because they kind of copy each other. This one here, the main trunk flows out nicely, and we've got this lovely curve and this lovely flow. That looks good. And there's plenty of space between the main branches and the trunk, and that's important so that we can define this part of the tree. And then over the next few years, when we get new branches growing from these areas here, and this foliage we have at the moment, these branches up here will go, they will change, and we will replace them with lower twigs and branches. I'm going to do a bit of pruning around here, thinning out a little bit, quite bunchy here. Choose some branches which are growing roughly in the right direction, and from those branches we can grow more branches growing in that direction. All the time we are thinking of going that way. The wind is blowing that way, and everything is going to go with the wind. We're not going to keep it dead straight. We want a little bit of movement side to side and undulating. We want to create that feeling of the wind blowing through the trees. And I kind of think of something like a flag, not on a really windy day, but where it just flutters and we get those shapes and curves, and we can put that into our branches. Obviously, they're not going to be moving all of the time, but we get that idea, that movement in the wind. And if we can get that right, and we look at the bonsai and we think, oh, it feels windy today, then I kind of cracked it. At this stage, I'm only going to remove a couple of biggish branches, ones that are really growing in the wrong direction, thinning out and allowing a little bit of space for the smaller shoots and branches to grow, which we will then grow on in the right way. Now I'm just removing the dominant growth on the end of the branches. This is last year's spring and summer growth, very heavy on the ends of the powerful branches. Not going to take off too much because I want to maintain the strength of the tree. Here I'm just removing the big buds from the ends of the really powerful shoots, the ones that are left behind after I pruned back last year's summer growth, making sure to leave the secondary bud, the smaller one bud, behind, because that one will start to grow. Obviously it'll all get pruned back eventually, but this just helps keep the ends of the branches nice and strong. And by removing the big dominant bud, this will slow the growth down at the end of the big shoots, forcing energy further back down the older parts of the branches. Look at the sap flowing from this cut. Trees really are amazing and beautiful. This will now dry and seal the cut. So the next part will be growing the new buds. And we'll meet back perhaps in a year's time and see how that's going. But for now, it's time to put it outside, let it get used to its new pot and its new shapes, and let it settle down a bit and get ready for the spring and the summer growth. Take care. I hope you've enjoyed these black pine videos. They've been great fun and I've enjoyed making them. I've got lots more videos planned for the coming year, so if you want to see those, please subscribe and hit the notifications button. That way you won't miss them. Spring is coming, so if you can take the time, go and have a real close-up look of those lovely little buds bursting into life.